everybody, it's Kira and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a spoiler-free review of the Raven Cycle series by Maggie Stiefvater. I'm just going to hold up the first one so I don't have to worry about holding up the other four. But if you don't know, the Raven Cycle series is a 4-book series by Maggie Stiefvater, obviously. So the first one is The Raven Boys. The second one is The Dream Thieves. 3 is Blue Lily Lily Blue. And then 4 is The Raven King. So these are, I don't know, they are very hard to describe, like, what it's about. So the story focuses on 5 teenagers whose lives become intertwined in a couple different things. So one of the main characters is named Gansey, and he is trying to search for this long-lost Welsh king named Glendower. And legend has it that if Glendower didn't actually, like, he wasn't actually buried, but that he's actually, like, kind of still alive. And so if you, like, wake him up, you get granted a wish. And so Gansey is, like, on the hunt for Glendower. And his life becomes intertwined. He's, like, the leader of this friend group, and his life becomes intertwined with this girl named Blue. And Blue grew up in a family of psychics. Like, all of the women in her family are psychics, and they all live in this one house called 300 Foxway. And she does not have a psychic ability, but she, like, amplifies other people's psychic abilities. And one day she ends up seeing Gansey's, like, ghost of, like, and knows that, like, Gansey is going to die in a year. One other thing that Blue has always been told her whole life is that if she kisses her true love, he will die. Her true love will die. And so their lives become intertwined along with these 3 other boys, Ronan, Adam, and Noah. And it's very magical. So it's just them, like, on the search for Glendower, but also Blue having this knowledge of Gansey's possible forthcoming death, and this magical forest called Cabeswater. And there's a lot of things about dreams and, like I said, psychics and just, like, magic in a really interesting sense. I love the characters in these books. You get a lot of really, really good character development throughout the 4 books. Each character grows and changes in some way, and it's very well done. The friendship in these books is unlike anything I've ever read. It very much reminds me of, like, the way that Harry, Ron, and Hermione are written in Harry Potter. Of, like, these are friends that love each other and will do anything for each other. And that love for each other is, like, made very clear. They kind of are, like, just allies in the beginning, but then their friendship, like, really grows and develops between the 5 of them. And I love the friendships that are formed in these books. People call them the Gangsy, which I just think is the funniest thing, because Gansey's kind of the leader of their group, so it's the Gangsy. It's so funny to me. But it's really, really cool, like, seeing their relationships develop. So if you enjoy books with, like, found family or, like, really strong friendships, these books are really amazing for you. Something I will say is they can be confusing. There's a lot of stuff to do with, like, time and, like, the non-linearness of time and kind of the, like, circularness of time in a way too. So there's a lot to do with, like, just different aspects of time. And so, like, sometimes the timeline in these books can be confusing, and, like, some stuff that happens in them, like, maybe will show up in future books, but then, like, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. So, like, it definitely can be confusing and hard to get into in the beginning, but I think, like, I definitely can't wait to reread these to, like, see which things I, like, pick up on earlier, because something these books do really well is, like, plot twists. Like, there are a lot of twists of, like, this person is not who they seem, or this place is something different, or, like, this is actually this. So insane. So many plot twists. It's incredible. And Maggie Stiefvater's writing, it's very atmospheric. You definitely feel like you are in, like, Cabeswater or at 300 Foxway or at, I can't remember Gansey's place, but wherever Gansey lives. And something that's very interesting about her writing in these books is, like, a lot of it is, like, she doesn't outright tell you what is happening sometimes. Sometimes she lets you kind of infer what is happening, or, like, when a character comes to a realization, it's not always specifically stated, oh, like, this person is this. Like, it's not always, sometimes it is, but it's not always in that way. It's more so of, like, kind of a, like, makes you infer what is happening, which I think is really unique. And another thing that's cool is you get chapters from other characters' points of views. So sometimes it's from the villains, and sometimes it's from just, like, other side characters. But you get chapters, because it's told in multiple POVs, you get chapters in lots of other people's points of views, which is, like, really intriguing for the story. Like, it definitely adds a lot to the story and makes, like, the villains more human, and, like, I don't know, you get to, like, see their motivations behind things and how they are looking at, like, certain events. It's, like, it's really, really well done, and I quite enjoyed having those other points of views interspersed in there with the Gansey as well. I will say, I think my favorite of the series is Blue Lily, Lily Blue, just because, like, it's a lot of culminations of things happening. Like, there's a lot that goes on in this book, plot-wise, but then also, like, in the relationships within their characters as well. There's just a lot that ends up happening. I mean, like, obviously you get, like, the end of things in The Raven King, but I feel like Blue Lily does it in a way almost better, of just, like, you can tell it's amping up for the fourth book, but it's also, like, a lot of things are happening in this one that are just, like, important, and it's really well done. The ending of this book is crazy. So, you know from the beginning, right from, this is the Raven Boys, right from the Raven Boys, that Gansey is fated to die. So, like, the big question in the fourth book is, like, is Gansey going to die? So, you find out the answer to that in this book. But I feel like the ending of this book is a little rushed. Like, it definitely feels rushed, but it's still, like, a very satisfying ending, I think. And I'm happy that it ended the way that it did. It still, like, broke my heart, definitely. But it was, like, still a good ending to the series. So yeah, if you enjoy paranormal things, if you enjoy romance, if you enjoy found family or really strong friendships, if you enjoy magic, there's a little bit of almost everything in these books. And I definitely encourage you to go out and read them because they are extremely good. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to follow me on social media, all my links will be in the description as always. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!